A single dad caring for two disabled sons cannot afford to pay his January utility bills.
Yeah, this after the water pipes in his rental house burst during the week-long freeze 2 months ago.
6 on your side, consumer reporter Don Dare went to Rocky Top to see the living conditions. Don.
Well, Lori, the house Sherman Riffey rents is in bad shape. Sherman receives nearly $1,100 a month in Social Security disability. His two disabled sons receive $600 a month each in benefits. Together, their combined income is just barely enough to pay January's utility bills.
Sherman Riffey's 900-square-foot rental home, where he's lived for 8 months, is in front of these freight train tracks in Rocky Top. Mr. Riffey's 23-year-old son, Anthony, receives round-the-clock nursing care. He's been severely disabled since birth. His oldest son, Josh, is also disabled and unable to work. Sherman is a single dad. The outdoor heat and air system at their house doesn't work, so Sherman's landlord installed window heat and air units, but Mr. Riffey says they're inefficient. To warm his house, Sherman bought electric space heaters, several of them. His monthly rent for the 3-bedroom, 1-bath home is $1,100. He pays in cash. There's no insulation under the 100-year-old structure, and during the January snowstorm, there was no water for several days because, with sub-freezing temperatures, the water pipes froze. But when temperatures warmed up, water from broken pipes in the bathroom was everywhere.
The water started spraying out of there when the pipes thawed out.
Sherman said he immediately called his landlord, who eventually sent plumbers to the house. They cut a hole in the floor to fix the pipes below the flooring, but left their work unfinished.
They never fixed the hole. I called the landlord about it, and he said he would send somebody here as soon as possible to fix it. And here we are almost 2 months later, and he's still not sending anybody out to fix it.
Mr. Riffey stuffs a towel into the hole to keep out cold air and critters. He also stacks boxes in his son's closet to cover a hole in the wall there. Behind it are other water pipes that burst in January's freeze. The hole was never repaired. That's the ground below it, and cold air rushes in.
He told me that he would send somebody here to fix it and still haven't.
Sherman's water bill for January was $1,050. It's normally under $100 a month. Mr. Riffey, who's disabled, brought the bill to his landlord's attention.
I talked to him about the water bill, and he told me I have to pay it, and I have to pay him rent. I cannot afford $2,000.
Additionally, there is a sky-high $600 electric bill for January, more than 3 times the normal bill.
If I pay this, I'm not going to have any money to buy food for my kids or anything. He tells me it's my responsibility. I have to pay it.
A leaky hole in this bedroom ceiling is another problem in the house. Rainwater from March 1st and 2nd is collected in this bucket.
This door doesn't have any insulation around it. So my son has it up, and you can see daylight.
Oh my, yeah, you sure can.
Sherman says he's told his landlord about the issue. No action has been taken. Mr. Riffey has taped plastic bags around his bathroom window to keep cold air from seeping in.
When the wind's blowing, you can see the trash bag moving back and forth.
My goodness.
And that's in all the windows in the house.
Outside, there's a hole in the leaky water heater. And another issue.
What do we see behind you? All these bugs?
Bugs. I don't know what kind of bugs they are. They're all over the place. They're all over the house.
The insects have also found their way inside the house.
He tells me it's my responsibility to get rid of any kind of bug infestation.
The landlord is Sammy Hajani. He owns Sammy's Market and Deli in the Medford community. We went to the business to get his side of the story. He was not there. But a clerk called telling Sammy we wanted to speak with him. That night, February 29th, Mr. Hajani sent someone to cover the hole in the bathroom floor and the other one in Anthony's closet. On March 1st, a new hot water heater was installed. Plus, Sammy Hajani has paid the utility company that $1,050 water bill. All Mr. Riffey wants is a safe home for his boys.
Anthony is your world.
Yes. Anthony, he depends on everybody. He sees no ill in anybody. He loves everybody.
Now, tonight, those other needed home improvement issues pointed out by Sherman, well, they remain. Additionally, Mr. Riffey says his landlord has given him 30 days to move. They're being kicked out. One good thing, though, Sherman is high on a waiting list for a government-subsidized low-income apartment in another community. We'll keep you updated. Bo?